Today we're going to show you how to make some baked chicken wings that are just as crispy as they would be if you had deep fried them. We begin by making an easy spice mix, with the main ingredient being baking powder. This creates a reaction with the skin of the chicken, which makes it get very crispy in the oven. We begin by adding around 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder to a bowl, then adding around 1 teaspoon of onion powder, however this is optional, a teaspoon of ground ginger, smoked paprika and mild chili powder, then half a teaspoon of salt, also adding some freshly ground black pepper, and mixing to make sure that all of the spices are combined. Once combined, we'll start prepping our chicken wings. We're going to begin by removing the tip. This is at the end of the wing. We're not going to use this to eat as there's not much meat on it and would be a waste of time cooking. So either throw them away or do what we did, which was freeze them, and we're going to use them to make stock eventually. We then find the place which connects both the flat and the drumstick of the wing. We're going to put a knife in between the two bones and slice straight through. This should come apart very easily as you're not cutting straight through the bone. We then place all of our chicken wings into a mixing bowl and pour the spice mixture that we made over all of them, and simply just mix them all together with our hands, making sure that it's all been coated with the spice mixture. This is really important as we need all of the chicken wings coated in the baking powder to make them crisp up in the oven. We then place them onto a foil lined baking tray, also on top of a rack. This is so that if any fat drips down, it will drip onto the foil and not back onto the chicken. We then place them into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for between 18 and 20 minutes. After around 20 minutes, we're going to take them out of the oven, turn them all over and put them back in the oven for another 18 to 20 minutes. While they're in the oven for the second time, we're going to start making our sauce. This sauce is going to coat our chicken wings. Begin by putting your chili sauce or hot sauce of choice into a pan. We'll use some chili sauce and our last bit of sriracha. However, we have just used sriracha on its own in the past. We then add some onion powder, white wine vinegar, Worcester sauce, sesame oil, some smoked paprika and some butter. We are also going to show you how to make some lemon and herb chicken wings. To do this, we're going to add some lemon juice, dried rosemary, dried thyme, salt, pepper and olive oil to a bowl. We're going to mix this all together before adding some butter. After preparing these sauces, we're going to turn our chicken wings over once more. At this point the chicken wings will begin to start looking crispy, but we're going to put them back in for another 15 to 20 minutes. While these are back in the oven, we're going to put our sauces onto a hob and melt the butter. By doing this, it will emulsify into the rest of the sauce, making it nice and rich and creamy. This is what is also known as a buffalo sauce, which you might see in restaurants or in the supermarket, which is hot sauce that has been emulsified in butter. This doesn't take very long, and you'll notice it's done when all of the butter has been melted and the colour will become a lighter orange. We also repeat this process with the lemon and herb sauce. By this point the chicken will be done and ready to be taken out of the oven. You will be able to feel how much crispier it is compared to normal oven baked wings, and it will definitely feel more like you have fried them. This is because of the baking powder that we mentioned earlier. All that's left to do now is to coat them while they're still hot in these sauces. You can mix them inside of the bowl like we did for the lemon and herb sauce, or you could do it a more aesthetically pleasing way and put them into a flat dish and then pour the sauce directly over the top of them like we did for the buffalo sauce. And now they're ready to eat. A very cheap, easy and delicious way to make crispy chicken wings that will be certain to impress at any gathering or barbecue you're planning to have, or if you just want to eat them on your own. Either way, these will be much more satisfying to eat compared to any chicken wing that you could buy from the supermarket or from a takeaway. We saw the baking powder method used by Food Wishes, so we'll link them in the description below. Thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and all of our social media handles will be in the description below.